Hello, everyone. As we all know, Melanie did a Q&A recently on her life, music, and art. So let's go see what she posted. Will we be getting an album in 2026 or 2027? Melanie responded with 2026, so this is next year that we can expect a new album from Melanie. Any sneak peeks of the vibe/inspiration for the new album? Dystopian and utopian. So I feel like half of it is going to be utopian and then the second half would be dystopian. I feel like this is a really cool concept for her to work on. I'm really excited for this. Is the album finished? Yes, the albums are finished. So this is just further solidifying that we are getting a double album, which I think is pretty cool. Wait, so it's a double album. And as you can see, that's a nodding emoji. So if the first two weren't proof enough, I think this should be the proof you need to know that it's a double album that we can expect. With your new albums coming up, is there a possibility of you doing another movie? And another nodding emoji, which I think this is going to be pretty cool. No offense to K through 12, but I hope this movie will be a lot better and not just a bunch of music videos strung together with a barely coherent plot. No offense, I still love K through 12, it just wasn't the best. Did you film the movie already? Not yet, we're just planning. So I feel like if this movie is going to come to fruition, I feel like we could expect it in 2027 or 2028, because I feel like that's going to take a long time considering they're just planning while the album is finished. And then this one was the most heartbreaking for me. How's it going with the music videos from the Portals album? I don't have any more music videos for Portals because I've been writing a lot of new music. I decided to move forward with committing for the next project. So this leads me to the point of my entire reason of making this video. What happened? Because I'm genuinely so upset with this. Now, before you guys start shaming me and calling me selfish, I'm not upset that we're getting new music. I'm upset that my favorite song will never get an actual music video and we're just going to have stage performances for them. I'm very happy with the fact that we're getting a new album, a possible new movie, and overall new storyline, new setting. But back in 2023, there was so much commitment from Melanie with her saying that she was filming and working and trying her best to get a music video out for every single song in this album, and now it's just not happening. But to actually get started in this video, in one of the slides, she says she wanted to commit to the next project, and that she didn't have any more music videos planned for Portals. Did she lie to us? Now, what I mean by that is back in 2023, we got this clip, which I'm going to play now, so bless your ears.
Yes, so after this leg of the tour, I will be shooting music videos. I'm trying to shoot as many as possible. Ideally for me, shooting all 11 of them together in these 3 months before I go back out on tour would be nice because then I can take time to edit them and kind of roll them out. That's my plan. I'm hoping to achieve that.
And you're going to take some time off for yourself. Maybe lie on a beach. I don't know.
After next year, end of next year will be the time where I'm okay, now I'm off cycle again and I can just chill and make music and make sculptures and paint and just create, hang out with my dogs. I take a long time to create my projects, so I'll usually have 4 years where I'm just kind of MIA, not anywhere to be found, just literally at my house making art. So
well, thanks so much for sitting and hanging out with us, and I hope it feels a little bit more homey now.
Yeah.
She says that she was aiming to shoot all 11 music videos so that she can take a break while they're being edited. What happened to this specific plan? Now, in this comment, she says that she shot all the music videos that have been already released to us as of currently. So I think the decision to end Portals had already been decided way before any of us knew.
The movie script I wrote was completely separate to the music videos. Sadly, to create both would be very expensive, and the label can't fund both a movie and 13 separate music videos. So at this point, I'm trying to get these music videos done to match the amount of videos I've done for my last 2 albums. So far, we've shot Tunnel Vision, Fairy Soiree, Light Showers, Spiderweb, and Leeches. Hopefully we can shoot the rest next year.
You may be asking, why would she end Portals like this? I strongly believe it's because of the sheer expenses of Portals. In this comment, you can see she describes her label debt, the same label that funds these music videos. Another thing to note is comparing the Death and Void music videos to the rest of the music videos. You can quite literally see the budget drop.
I do not make millions. When a label pays me money for my videos, that's how much money I go into debt for my art. I'm risking my stability and my ability to pay my bills every time I make a video or any kind of high quality art. I don't take brand deals, even because it doesn't align with my art. If I didn't care about my audience, I wouldn't be staying up all night every night working so hard to create art with substance and constantly having to hear from my team how much of a risk I'm taking.
My theory on this is that she was more than likely paying out of her own pocket for every music video after Void, considering you can tell the greenery like moss, trees, and wood all look fake. To further reinforce this statement, you can see props moving as they're being interacted with in Fairy Sorry. Tunnel vision was just choreography with a green screen background. Light shower was almost entirely CGI. And overall, these music videos just look much cheaper compared to Death and Void. Unfortunately, I believe her label cut her off due to the underperformance of these music videos and the fact that she mentioned her label only covers for 2 music videos per album. Correct me if I'm wrong, I could not find a source for this, but I remember it clear as day. I remember seeing her say something in an Instagram comment like that. Another key reason I believe she just decided to end the project was the concept was just simply too expensive and out of her budget. Obviously, she was risking her stability for the music videos, but if you look at it as a whole, the added cost of makeup, prosthetics, backgrounds, props, CGI, editing, staff, it all adds up. And due to the uniqueness of this album, and the concept of it as well, it was guaranteed that this whole album was going to cost a pretty penny. Other fans seem to think that the breakup with her ex caused this since he was a very large factor in the whole Portals era. There's even a whole song written about him. So people think that she wanted to move on because she attaches memories with her ex to it, and I can totally see why anybody would want to move on from that. Another thing I would like to briefly touch on is that the Portals film that was mentioned earlier was going to be a thing. I remember everybody hyping up about it. It was going to be like K through 12 all over again, and everyone was so excited for it. But further gravitating towards the fact that Portals was too expensive, in this interview she said she was waiting on funding, and obviously that funding never came. Further stating that this project was just way too expensive for her.
A Portals film, everyone's like, is there an update? Is that going to happen?
Yes, so, everything is just waiting on funding and partners and whatnot. So still just waiting. I've been sitting on the script for like years now. So it's been a while that I've been waiting to finally film it. But also with touring, we have to find the right amount of time in between tours to actually be able to film it when we do get the budget, because it's not just coming from the label. I think that's the confusion, is a lot of my fans are like, oh, well, the label, but it's like the label, I'm working with them on music videos so that I could still make music videos, and then the film is like a separate thing that I'm trying to get funding for. So it's a whole separate industry going into film rather than in music. So it's different than K through 12.
Overall, I'm upset that Battle of the Larynx did not get a music video since it's my favorite song she's ever released, but at the same time, I'm very excited for her new double album, coming out next year. I strongly believe it's going to come out in January or February, considering she said it was already done. But yeah, that's really all I had to say. Thank you all so much for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my first time doing something like this, so there's always room for improvement. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I will see you the next time I decide to post here. And just for a small plug, go watch Portals the book, chapters 1 to 5 out now.